Amanda, do you know that I haven't talked about Bravo in 2 weeks?
I mean, I'm a podcast listener, so I do know that. And I think it's exciting to be jumping back in with you.
Full disclosure, not going to talk about Beverly Hills because I haven't watched it in 2 weeks.
Same. I'm clocked out. I watched the episode where Amanda told Dorit she needs to manifest the energy she wants financially. And I said, I think I get how this season's going to go. Like, I would love to watch a super clip of Dorit talking shit about PK. Like,
Yeah.
if there's a compilation of that, I would watch that. And that's kind of it. That's what I need.
Yeah, exactly. Like I did start to watch the last episode and I was like, previously on Real Houses of Beverly Hills, Rachel Zoe she lost her luggage. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so, honey, this boring ass show with these women.
No, she'll buy more caftans and be fine. I can't. The boring doesn't bother me as much as how vile I think Erica and Kyle are. And I thought I was a Sutton. I really thought that. And it turns out I really liked Sutton and Garcelle.
Yeah.
And Sutton by herself, I am out on.
Yeah, lest we forget, Sutton by herself was the one that was freaking out with Crystal and like yelling at her and using like the roller on her face.
I mean, the roller was really funny.
It was really good.
More of that, fewer of the microaggressions from our housewives in general. Like more neuroses and less like sketchy behavior, please.
Yeah. Now, most importantly, what happened this week, and I can't believe this. I think this news happened on Monday, but I'm not sure what day things are being released. But Kyle and Amanda's divorce was announced. Oh, Summer House's Kyle Cook and Amanda Batula. They said, we've amicably decided to separate. And we said, hallelujah, sister.
I mean, the way the internet came out for Amanda, I was like, did we fix the patriarchy? Like, are we healed? Because I personally, I would never have married Kyle.
Yeah.
I would certainly never have stayed married to Kyle. I'm happy for her that she's out. But, it's kind of like you can't marry somebody and expect them to be different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can expect them to change and evolve, maybe, but he just got worse and worse and worse, which is very unfortunate. But, I don't know. I'm happy for her, and I think he's going to go full Tom Schwartz.
Oh, yeah. I think so, too. Or who else? I mean, he could go full Mauricio.
I mean, Mauricio and Kyle are back together.
That's true. That also happened over the last few weeks. But, Kyle and Amanda, lest we forget, Amanda was proposed to the season that she found out that Kyle blacks out and makes out with girls.
Weeks after.
Yeah, just a few weeks after.
The proposal was absolutely an please don't be mad at me, have this ring proposal, which I would say is the least romantic kind of proposal.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about the proposal episode, because it was the end of one episode and the start of the next one. And one of my favorite things was this is peak Carl, disaster drunkard. And he Carl randomly found some girl he had been talking to for 2 days. And he cornered her in the party and was I'm really serious. I was like, is Carl proposing to this girl he's known for 3 seconds? And it was just Carl also committing to someone. And then they were like, are you still talking? Or he was like, no, never saw her again after that weekend.
No.
But it was just so funny to me that Kyle got engaged. So Carl was like, well, I got to do something too. And now I do need to talk about this because you texted me this and I was like, I can't believe I only found out this over text while we're on the topic of Summer House. I said a few weeks ago, I don't know one single human person that has gone to the soft bar. And you said, guess what, sister? I'm one single human person. And so is my husband. We are two single human people married to each other. Tell me about your experience at the soft bar.
My husband,
FT.
The greatest sport alive. Oh my God. SO-FT. I didn't know what to expect because I am accustomed to a Vanderpump level of disappointment when you go from seeing the restaurant to being in the restaurant and being like, "Oh, this is terrible." Um, Soft is so nice. It's
Oh.
genuinely a beautiful space. They don't have nary a bite of food. So, I mean, I was secretly pregnant at the time. So I was
Mm.
like, I mean, I knew and my husband
Yeah.
knew, but we weren't telling other people. And so, like, there's a lot of cool adaptogens and stuff like that. And I was like, please take all of that out.
Yeah.
Uh, my OBGYN says no to that, apparently.
Apparently I can't drink shrooms or whatever.
Right? Right? How am I supposed to microdose? Ugh, this baby's
They're
costing
gonna kick you.
everything.
They're gonna kick you out of Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's so true. So, but like the drinks were really good. The space was really beautiful, and the drinks were like expensive, but not crazy. Like there was enough effort put into the drinks, and it was the kind of craft cocktail place where all the ices are different sized.
Oh, I
So
love a fancy ice. You know what? You can get me with the ice.
I was like, oh, the ices. Okay. Like I really, but I do think what will get them is the location. The location is bananas. It is so far from the train. It
You
couldn't be far.
texted me. You texted me a picture, and I said, "Amanda, are you on the sidewalk?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "Yeah."
We went in and we said 2 for drinks, and they said, "Do you have a reservation?"
Uh,
And I said, "For soft." And they were like, "You can sit, but we're going to need the table back at like 8." And we would have been gone by 8, but you know when you're just like, you have outside seating. Inside it's plush, pink, like soft places to
mhm.
sit. It looks like you're inside sort of like a fancy vagina, honestly. Like the color is like light pink and like there's gold and there's white marble, and it's just very like there's something about it that's very like we're inside mommy. Um like that's the only way I can tie it back to Carl, honestly. But then the outside, they are wrought iron picnic tables, and that is just fine. It was a nice enough night, and we were like, we can just sit outside and enjoy these cocktails. And like honestly, we really enjoyed it. But wow, the walk from the train, it is not on the way to anything, and it is on the street with apartments and like an office building. Like it's not, they're not, they were packed when we were there, but they're not going to be getting any foot traffic, like walk-ins or whatever. So we're all going to watch what happens live. But Carl is there every day, according to
Okay.
my husband, who does follow him on Instagram.
Wow, James, that's amazing.
I know he's really bought in, and I appreciate him for that.
Okay. I will ask because I only saw pictures online. So it's funny that you said the inside looks like a vag because I got the vibe that it was just like a WeWork inside.
No, it's
So
much
it's
like softer. I'm not doing that on purpose, I swear.
Did you like it also because you were like, this is how my baby feels right now?
Yeah. I was like, this is what you're doing. No, I liked it because it was like girly. Like I was like, oh, I would decorate a room in my house like this.
Oh, beautiful. Do you
Like
think he did that on purpose?
possibly, like he was like, all I need is me and 1,000 ladies. Like, because yeah, it is mostly women there and men who are there with their partners.
Okay.
And the bartenders are like nice but no nonsense, which I also really like. So
Okay.
I mean, like a New York bartender. I had a good time.
All right. Well, if I ever walk past there, which I won't ever because there's no foot traffic.
No. And you'd have to cross 2 rivers. Like you'd have to kidnap yourself all the way to Brooklyn. It's far.
Oh my God. But going back to Kyle and Amanda, I will say, yeah, the internet, the way they came to support Amanda, you would think she started Summer House. I have to say, like, Amanda is not our most exciting cast member, right? Like, Amanda is not the one that I do think sometimes Amanda does little things where I'm like, okay, I think actually Amanda's hilarious, but she just like doesn't pull that out. Like, I think to be friends with her, you probably have a really, really good time. I think that she
Yeah.
keeps things very silly and very funny, right? But on the television show, she's mostly just whining about how much she hates her fucking husband.
And
So
then at the
like
reunion, siding with him against whichever woman he's mad at that season.
exactly. And so I'm excited to see Amanda come out of the shadows of a lover boy. And I'm excited to see her. Apparently, there was no prenup. So, God
Ugh.
willing, she gets some money out of that stupid company.
I
It's not
mean, Daddy
stupid, actually. It's
Batula
very.
is going to be, he must be fit to be tied.
Oh, he is ready to he's ready to be like that fucking DJ. Let him be out there. I'm going to make sure that we get this fucking company, Amanda. Cuz the reality is that Loverboy would not have sold as popularly as they did if it wasn't for their branding. Their branding is incredible. Their branding is really cute, and that is all Amanda. Amanda
And if
designed
it
all
was
of it.
just an apparel, uh, like company, I would
Yeah.
engage with it the exact same way I have. Like, I own a
Yeah.
Loverboy sweatshirt. It's really cute. I want to buy another one. And that's it.
And I hear that it's very soft.
Oh, yeah, they are very soft. You could wear them to the place. I mean, I also wanted to get soft merch, but the soft merch is ugly.
Yeah, well, they don't have Amanda on their side.
They sure don't, and you can
Yeah,
tell.
yeah. I really am excited to see what amazing things Amanda does with the giggly girlies. I mean, maybe she becomes friends with Hannah Burner again, which is like whatever, but I'm excited for her. I'm excited for her to be out there with Sierra doing things. And one thing I will say is Jesse Solomon, you better stay the fuck away from Amanda.
She doesn't need you. She does not need your
No.
crooner little energy around her.
No, not at all. Peace and blessings to you, Amanda Batula and Kyle Cook. I wish you nothing but the worst.
Honestly, I'm neutral on Kyle. Like, he's a piece of shit, but like,
He's I
like,
will say our least piece of shit.
right?
Oh.
Like, I feel like he's the kind of guy you could be friends with and you'd just be like, I mean, I don't condone anything. But like, he doesn't seem to hate women on the whole. He
Yeah.
seems to be like open to listening and learning in all the various ways.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just like, you would never date him. You would never set him up with a friend. And like,
No.
this is not to victim blame. I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy for Amanda.
Yeah.
But if someone cheats on you and then proposes to you a few weeks later, you can say no. You can
Yeah.
just say no.
Yeah, you have free will. You could have said, "Okay, not this time, but maybe we try again in a few months after you prove yourself to me." This can't be it, you know?
Or maybe we
Uh,
break up and I'm free from you. Like,
Cara Berry has pointed this out, and I have noticed it. Is that Kyle very much likes black women? Like if you see the way he interacts with black women, you're like, oh, interesting. That's new. I've never seen you behave that way, but I will say you brought up a great point. He doesn't hate women. He doesn't. The only woman he hates is Amanda. So
yeah.
it's good that they're breaking up. But besides that, like Kyle does not hate women. I am looking forward to the Carl and Kyle fight though, because I
I
want to know what that's
highlight, honestly, of my coming months. I'm like, this is all I'm living for.
and the baby that you're cooking, but whatever.
Listen, the baby's going to be there way after the fight. Okay, I got to have markers in between.
Listen, before we get into more Bravo, I do need to ask because I'm a sicko. Have you watched Heated Rivalry yet?
Okay, I respect the journey of the Heated Rivalry years. I haven't watched it. I feel overwhelmed by the hype. The hype is so intense that I'm like, I don't. I tried to watch Hunting Wives and it was too
Oh
much
no.
for me.
No, Hunting Wives is terrible.
Well, I
Hunting
don't need
Wives is a
anything
bad
to be
show.
I don't need it to be good to enjoy it. It was just too many guns. And I'm just like, I I'm not opposed to Heated Rivalry. I respect it. And someday I am sure that I will watch it and love it that much. But like, not that we're doing this anymore, but I read the Harry Potters like a decade after they came out and
Mhm,
was
me
like,
too.
I'm enjoying these just in my own little space.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, we're going to be in the heated rivalry world for a little while because I
Mhm.
do think like they're making a second season and then there's like the books and everything like that. And also these like sweet boys, these two sweet actor boys are like really in for a whirlwind of success. They're actually legitimately good. I will say this that I do recommend that you watch the show. You know, I think you should do it when you're postpartum. Just like hormones all the way up. Just like fucking sob into your baby.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking I'm gonna have a lot of TV time on my hands in the future.
Yeah.
So
And you want to be able to watch stuff like that with your kid in the room for as long as possible until you need to push them out of the room.
yes, and I'll just like I'll be with the baby and I'll say we're allies. This is why we watch.
Yeah. And the baby's going to be like, wow, that's really romantic gay sex. And
And
you're
that's
going
all
to
I
say,
want.
and you're going to say, I can't believe you're talking.
Yeah,
I can't
and
believe
it'll
you're
be because of heated rivalry.
exactly. Exactly.
I mean, it's like I got pregnant with this baby because of Kristen Doty. I know we have so many shows to talk about, but like Kristen Doty did not impregnate me, but I did get her same acupuncturist and follow her
yes.
IUI plan, and it worked right away. So
So you know what?
you never
Yeah.
know.
You never know. Okay, we're going to talk about Real Houses of Potomac, Married to Medicine, and Vanderpump Rules. I have not yet watched the new Shaws, but I can already tell based on some of the chatter online is that Gigi Gilnessa, whatever her last name is, not Hadid,
Not Hadid.
is still a terror. Is
Yeah.
still complete lunatic. Have you watched it?
I have not watched the new series, the whatever. I've heard a lot of things. And I am like, that last season of Shaw's was almost unwatchable. And is this just the same? Like, I need
I know. Why did you rebrand it?
like
Why did you rebrand the show?
because they wanted to get as far away from Mike as possible. And it's like Mike is worse, obviously, than everyone on the show, but the people who are still there. Very
Reza's a
toxic.
bad guy.
Yes. Like a bad guy. And maybe so is Tommy. I've been listening to like Cara Berry's recaps of
Yeah.
Shaw's. And so
Yeah.
I'm like loosely up on everything. And I just keep thinking, I think this is enough for me. Like same with
Yeah.
Beverly Hills. Like, why don't I listen to someone funny talk about this thing that I don't really need to spend my time watching?
Okay, I think that's a great point. I think that that's all we really need. We don't
Mhm.
actually need to watch the shows anymore. I think we could just listen to the recaps.
Like this one.
But also watch the shows because the ones I talk about, they're really good. And I say that because one day I want to be at BravoCon and I can't get there if I tell you guys don't watch their shows and just listen to recaps.
No,
So.
Nora, you're the reason I watch Bravo, and Bravo should know that at Andy Cohen.
Like, how do I get invited to a Threads party? Why is everybody getting invited to Threads party? Apparently there's Threads parties happening in New York and everybody's invited except for me. Not everybody, but I'd like to be there.
Like a physical, like this is the Threads party. Come with your physical self to it.
Yeah, like a Threads, like the website.
Yeah.
Wait, sound like
Yeah. So is it a virtual, like, is it a Threads party like on Threads, or is it a Threads party like at a physical location?
At a place, yeah.
Okay. I was like,
it's important to remember that because it's important for me to specify because people are like, well, you're already fucking on Threads all the time. What do you mean you're not invited to the Threads party? Okay, anyway, let's talk about these shows. Let's talk about my favorite show right now, which is Real Housewives of Potomac. Can we just say the silly is back? The silliness in Potomac is all the way back. I'm so happy. I'm giggling. I'm lolling. I mean, imagine the scenario happening in Beverly Hills that they go to a place and there's no water. It would be like scary music. It would be like dramatic. There would be swings and all of this. There would be
Kyle
so
would
much
be
stuff.
hyperventilating in the most annoying way.
Like instead, we have Giselle just being like, I had to crouch down and use my hands from the spout that was right there next in the tub to just clean my vagina.
I mean, it feels like somebody took Ashley aside and was like, cut it out with Stacey. It's rude.
Yeah.
This is an otherwise very good season. Cut it out.
Yeah, knock it off. You're not making any sense. We love her. She's going to eat her contact lenses with the salad in a
I
little bit.
mean, and then tell everybody about it. It's not like that is why there's so many reasons why Stacey is a top tier housewife. But one is that she's like, I'm not embarrassed. I ate my contacts. Like that's all we want. We just want to see housewives living their lives, eating their contacts, like being silly bears, you know?
So this last week they were in Aspen. We got into the whole thing where there's no water, but they went to Angel's house. There was like a bunch of weird guys there, and Angel was like, "These are really rich people that I know that are in my house." And these weird men were just like sitting. First of all, can I just say one of my favorite things about my husband is that when I have friends come over, this is like such a simple thing. I'm like, the bar is literally in hell. When I have friends come over and he's like in the house or like in the living room, he'll like get up, greet my friends, talk to them, see how they're doing.
Yes.
And then if he doesn't want to be around us, he'll be like, I'm going to go in the basement while you guys cackle about something.
Or like
right?
he'll like let you have your time, but like doesn't act like, ew, another woman is here. Like, yes.
It was so bizarre. I absolutely hated it. Also, like Angel put all this stuff together and then she had like a live violinist, but like it just didn't go with the theme. Like her husband was kind of in his like sweats and I was just like, what's going on here? Angel is trying so hard. But then on top of that, this week we still don't have water. And then they took, we're going to hate this, Amanda, you and I, not a fan of this, Miss Nature, all about Earth, coming back to Mother Earth, took a private jet for an hour.
For an hour? Like, tell me that you're not going to have any money in a year without telling me. Like, Angel runs a travel company of some kind. We don't fully understand what WanderNut does, but like, is that what it's called?
WanderNut.
Isn't that what it's called?
I think it's a Wanderlust.
Wanderlust. Okay, Wander. What
I think WanderNut is way better than.
I mean, regardless of the name, and like she said it so many times, so very damning that like because it also could be like Wonderland,
It is. It's Wonderland.
Okay, and see, third time took us 3 tries to get this thing she's desperately trying to brand. Why didn't she just book these women in like wherever she always books all the people, put them in some cabins, have a little campsite, like whatever it is, like
because I don't think that she actually does. I don't think it's a real business. I think that like that guy that came, she was like, he's a client, her in like old lady voice. He's a client and he's very rich and
oh my God.
He
or
has
like a gravel. Where
yeah,
please
it's like a
gravel,
but I'm also really tired. Kevin Costner goes to Aspen. Kevin Costner?
Yeah, we know. What does that have to do with anything we're seeing on this show?
She's like, all the celebs go to Aspen, like from Rihanna to Kevin Costner. What is that range? What is that range?
It's a range of A-list celebrities that have nothing to do with Angel or Bobby.
Do you think Kevin Costner's A-list?
So the only reason I say yes is because when I was growing up in 90s sitcoms, he was like the hunk to talk about.
Yes.
And he is still in stuff now with notable actors. And that stuff is Yellowstone, which I have not watched and probably will never watch. No. But like he like won an Emmy like 2 years ago. So I think yeah, and he was in Malibu and like just didn't want to drive up for the Emmys. And so he won, maybe it was an Emmy, maybe it was a Golden Globe. He won an award and just like didn't feel like coming. And to me, that feels very like I'm impressed by that, even though I don't necessarily like love Kevin Costner anymore myself.
Yeah, I just had to do a quick wiki search on him just to see what he's up to. First of all, he does look great for 71. Mm-hmm. I'll give you that, Kevin. But you know, let me see what's going on with Kevin. Where is he on the political front? Well, he did endorse Joe Biden. So at least there's that.
Okay, Kevin.
He used to
Surprising
be
for a Yellowstone boy.
I know. Okay, he used to be a Republican in the 90s, but then he switched parties because of like Al Gore and then definitely because of Obama. Phew, that was close. But
Wow.
okay, Kevin Costner married his girlfriend of 4 years, model and handbag designer, at his ranch in Aspen, Colorado. Okay, sorry, Angel, you were right.
I mean, he can go there, but it doesn't really like I live in LA and so do a lot of celebrities, but like
Yeah.
that doesn't really have anything to do with my life or me in any way.
Do you imagine being like, I I live in a really important part of LA. There is a Jax's studio sitting
Yeah,
nearby.
right? There was a Jackson studio sitting nearby.
Anyway, it's just like Angel, all of the things that she like thinks that she's like really like getting the girls, like impressing the girls about, it just is so silly. Like she loves to talk about the celeb hotspots. She loves to talk about, she's like chemo sobbies, like everything. And I'm like, okay, listen, we've already seen this movie and we didn't really care about it before.
Yeah.
Okay. But I will say this on Watch What Happens Live apparently this week. It was Giselle and Quad.
Oh,
Did you
I saw.
Okay, so Giselle was called out by Quad for calling the Married to Medicine girls recycled. And Giselle was like, I didn't say that. Robin said that. And then, of course, the internet pulled out the clip and they were like, no, Giselle, you said it. Funny that they talked about Married to Medicine girls recycling because this entire trip, Kimosabi and
Mauricio, we actually know
uh,
him from another show thing.
yeah. You want to talk about recycled? You're reheating Beverly Hills nachos.
In like a old microwave. Like of all the things I want to see, like I'm with Stacy. I don't mind if something is rustic. That's never an adjective you'll hear me just saying like I want it to be rustic. I don't want it to be rustic. But I
No, it just
accept if
is.
something's rustic. But once we get into like carcasses adorning the walls, I am
Mm-mm.
like I'm out. I don't need a bunch of like dead animal pelts around me to feel luxury.
It's
And I
why
also
it's
oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say it's why you didn't like the Hunting Wives. It's very much the
Yes.
same energy.
I all their casual gun use really bummed me out. Like
It
it
is.
bummed me out.
Yeah.
And like when all of the ladies stood around in a circle and said how much they spent, I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Like, is this Housewives or Price is Right? Because ladies, if you just say you bought something, the producers will put a chyron or the editors will put like bing 14 grand or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like to spend $2,000 on a knife and like a sock or whatever Angel bought, like I'm just like why? And like Stacey's always an icon to me for being able to be like, "Oh, you think I'm a liar? Well, I don't care." And just like moving on. But like that's Stacey is like I want to be Stacey in terms of being unbothered about other people's opinions about me. But that feeling when you go into like a store and every woman is like, "Oh my god, I have to get this. I have to get that. I have to get that." I always feel compelled to get something. And
Yeah.
now I'm
Yeah.
going to be Stacey and say, I don't need to get some, if we're in a store that sells hats and boots, I'll never ever wear.
She said, girls, I didn't buy anything because I'm not rich. And somebody in the back said, well, you're rich with Jesus. And I was just like, I love this silly ass show. It
It
was
was
just so good. And
perfect.
then she said, I'm not rich, but I know how to stay rich. And these girls don't know how to stay rich and they're going to end up going broke. I just love her. I just love that she was like, yeah, I didn't buy anything because everything is stupid expensive in here.
And I don't like it, like
Yeah, it's also not my vibe. Like
Mhm.
all of like the turquoise stuff, I'm like, you could go to Sedona and get stuff like that at the gas station for $4 and nobody would know that it's from Kimosabe.
And you'll never wear it, so you could also just not get it and move on with your life. Like never have I bought, and some people look great in turquoise, some don't come for me turquoise lovers, reality TT turquoisers, but like I have owned turquoise jewelry in my life and I have looked at it on a shelf and I have never looked at it on my person. It
I
seems like a great idea.
Yes. I believe that it was one of those things that I did buy when, remember when people used to invite you to their house to buy jewelry from them,
Oh, yes.
right? From in like the 2000s. That's, I remember buying some sort of like a turquoise like pendant, and I wore it maybe once,
Mhm.
maybe twice. But yeah, I will say I have a really old ring that belongs to my mother that does have turquoise in it, but it's almost like like a signet ring.
Yeah.
It's like one of those where like the turquoise is kind of just like pressed in. And that one is really nice. And I used to wear it back in the day when I first got engaged, when I was like gonna go on vacation. I'm not gonna take my ring with me.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Then when that happens, and then you just like forget to wear your ring on vacation. You're like, I don't know where it is. Anyway, that's what I have. But yeah, a full turquoise, like a belt. Babe,
Get
you're
out of
never
here.
wearing that.
Yeah,
Get
that is
out of here.
pretend. I
No.
also I feel like I've been hearing a lot about the internet saying Angel's being bullied on this show, and I think we all need to, like, reassess a little bit, like, Angel is not playing the game, and the rest of them are playing the game. If
Yes.
Angel had, because also Angel was very willing to be mean to Stacy when it was Stacy who was being bullied. It's
Yes.
not like Angel is some sweet angel. She's just I'm so sorry. She's just she won't be vulnerable with the girls enough to say, "Yeah, Giselle, I put you in a crappy room because I don't like you."
Yeah, and I
And
love
that's
Wendy
the
for calling it
job.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That is the job. The job is that we're gonna be shady to each other, and then we're gonna talk about how we're shady to each other. That's
Mhm.
you wanna talk about recycling. I think that that's something that the Potomac women and all housewives could learn from Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine, they're like, "I just don't like you."
I'll still film with you. I'm not gonna make it a whole power play. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep yelling about your finances until you absolutely snap in half.
It's like the way Stacey shows up every time. She's like, yeah, they're gonna call me a liar and they're gonna call me poor and stupid. And I'm here because I'm getting paid to be here. So why wouldn't I be here?" And I think Angel's doing this thing that a lot of like wealthy women that join Housewives think that they're doing, which is like, this is a classy show and like it's about my integrity and da 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 da. Babe, this is not that show. This show is famous for having a fight with a mime in the background. This is not the show where this is not the show where you're going to come in and flex on your high powered client person.
But I would argue no housewife show is actually that show. Like, a lot of them like
Yeah.
to think that they are that, but we don't I don't care if your husband knows wealthy men. I absolutely, like, could not care less. But I care that if you keep saying, "I just wanna give the girls a chance to get to know me," it's like, I mean, like, God, I also see a lot of myself in Angel, not in her taking a private jet or having a fake company, but in the, like, "Oh, once they get to know me, they'll think I'm great," but then never opening up to let yourself be known in any capacity and being like, "Well, you don't even know me." It's like, "Angel, do you know you?"
Uh-huh. There
She's
you
also
go.
so soon postpartum, like, this was absolutely not the time for her to go on the show, but she
Yeah.
went.
Yeah. The whole thing where she's like mad that somebody was like, your husband should watch your kids. Like, I think I get it because there's absolutely nothing that drives me crazier than when people say stuff like that. Like, as a woman with two children and a partner who is their father, I can't stand the let me check to see if my husband is okay with doing bedtime. That's crazy to me. Like, we have a very clear understanding in my marriage of being like, I'm going to go out on Wednesday night. So I don't have to be like, so you got the kids, right? It's like, I'm going to go out on Wednesday night. And he's like, okay, cool. I'll take care of the kids. Like, or if he's like playing basketball or something on like a Tuesday night, I'm like, cool, I got bedtime. Like,
Yeah,
it's not like, I need to explain to him like, well, we have the two kids.
yeah,
So we got to make sure they don't die. Like, there's no need for any of that. And I do wish that Angel would just say, because later on, Angel's like talking to Bobby, and Bobby's like, do you want to go? And she's like, I really don't. And he's like,
Yeah.
then say that you don't want to go. Like, just say that.
Please
Yeah. Like, say you
say
don't want to be
anything.
there. Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
think, I also think it's fair if you're like, I mean, this is a whole other thing because it's supposed to be a girls' trip and she shouldn't even be with her husband. We shouldn't be
Yeah.
seeing men unless the women are trying to have sex with them on a girls' trip. But another rule broken. But
Yeah.
like, I get that if like your husband's with the kids all day and then you are going to peace out at night, that you want to just check in and be like, hey, like a, not like, do you mind watching the kids? But just being like, hey, I know you thought you were going to be, you were going to be free in a couple hours and I'm going to ask if you cannot be, which is like different, I think, than being
Sure.
like, could you babysit your children for an hour? Like I like thought what Angel was saying was fine, but Monique is in full projection mode.
Full projection. The projection is so loud with Monique, but I don't know if she's necessarily wrong because Angel is doing too much and Angel is really relying a lot on having a man and being wealthy because of her man and da 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 da. And it's like, we don't care about Bobby. This is not the group that gives a shit about Bobby. As soon as
No.
you start talking about your husband, everybody is checked out. Nobody cares about this man.
I would argue
Then
the husbands are the worst part of any show on Bravo.
men are the worst part of any show, except for the men on Heated Rivalry. They're the best part of any show.
I just like, it's not about the men. And like, whenever somebody brags about having a man, I'm like, that's not
It.
yeah, like, congrats. But like,
I
either
guess.
you have a great man or you have a bad man or you have no man. And let me tell you, there are two I would prefer over the other. Like.
Can I tell a really quick man-related story? As you know, as you've heard many times on the podcast, I really don't like men at all. I've said many times before, I really don't like them. We currently have a leak in our house. And so it was like a whole thing. It happened like 2 days ago. They send somebody, like insurance sent somebody, like a contractor to take a look at it. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I was working from home today and the contractor came and I was like, oh my God, this is the most handsome man I've ever seen in my life. I was like, oh no. And he was so nice. And I texted my husband immediately. I was like, dude. I was like, I just want to let you know there's a really handsome man in this house and it's not you. And you know what he said? He said, I don't care what gets the oven preheated as long as it's my cake that goes in.
Oh my God. That is dream. That's goals. That's couple goals. That's very cute.
Also, he said, why didn't you take a picture?
Okay, your husband is a good hang.
He is. He knows who he's married to. He's like, I'm married to this horny pervert.
You're juggling a lot, but you can still squeeze in a financial plan. With the Northwestern Mutual Financial Advisor as your partner, it's not only possible, it's personalized. So if you're tying the knot, closing on a house, or welcoming a little one, you'll be ready for whatever life tosses your way. It's the right time to feel less stressed and more certain. That's a better way to money. Let's get started at nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
He's like, do you want to go to dinner? And you're like, shut up, I'm rewatching Heated Rivalry.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what's happening in my life. Anyway, unless that is your husband, I don't want to hear about him, okay? And I even then, we don't need to. You know who was a husband like that? Probably Simon Van Camp. And we didn't need him on the TV show either.
Oh, I just started rewatching Roni. They are insufferable. Alex and Simon, like, wow. History has been so kind to them, but those first couple of eps, whoo. So am I bringing the Cavallis? And he holds out this, like, disgusting patchwork pair of jeans. And I was just like, I don't We didn't know what we had and we didn't know how to have it. And I'm really enjoying getting it again now with all the history I know.
Yeah. Well, they had this like fight on the plane, which I thought was really, really funny because I just love Stacy because they're all fighting whatever. And Kay in the back, because she's in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Kay in the back says, I think we should do a toast. And Stacy goes, a toast for what, Kay? What are we toasting to? We didn't have any water. I just love Stacy. She's so good.
She's so funny. She's bringing like just the perfect energy to everything. Her trying to get Ashley to hook up with Mauricio. It's fun because like Ashley is her enemy and it would like make life worse for Ashley if she did that.
Yeah.
So that's great. You know, like there's just not but also it's fun to watch them just slut around.
Yeah, even if it is to crazy veneered Mauricio.
I mean, Mauricio's disgusting, but like, please be real. He's such a step up for Ashley from Michael Darby.
Or Beavis.
Well, you know,
boyfriend.
I think Josh is a little cutie.
Okay.
I don't really understand what he and Ashley are doing and why they have been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
But like, again, anybody after Michael Darby, I'm like, no, she's doing fine. Like,
well, when Josh has his hair curly and up and kind of frizzy, to me, he looks like Ashley's children.
yes, he does also look like that.
So that makes me go, huh.
And I'll tell you, I have a friend who has a child who looks a lot like the guy from The Bear.
Oh, which one?
The lead. What's his?
Oh, okay. Josh. No.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a football player.
Okay, I can't keep all the guys straight, you know.
Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White. There we go.
Yeah.
Wow. And we're young and cool, and you can tell because we have to really figure out how. And Jeremy Allen White had brunch at the same place as me, not that right after he won an Emmy. So I'm basically Angel. That's right.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. But her child looks a lot like Jeremy Allen White, and she's so into Jeremy Allen White, and I'll never tell her that, like, but it's
lots to unpack.
It's an ick that I know that I've seen before, and I just say, I don't think you know, and
and I'm not going to be the one to tell you.
I can't wade in those waters with you.
No. Okay, let's go over to Married to Medicine.
Oh, our girls.
Married to Medicine. Okay, I couldn't tell you what happened this week because there were maybe lunches, a divorce conversation, somebody's mama. But the bottom line is that yet again, the ladies are more broken than ever and in desperate need of a girls' trip.
More than ever. And Contessa just wants them to save it for the girls' trip. I mean, Dr. Heavenly yelled at her constituents who were there to see her campaign. He yelled at them to move up. And I was like, Dr. Heavenly. Also, the way she invokes her son's imprisonment and he will not talk to her, I was like, Tamara Barney, Judge, we've seen this play before.
Yes. I will say, Toya, not great for you to constantly be like, oh, your whole family's here, but not your son. Your son's not here.
Listen, Toya needs to cool it this season. I liked the fake bag stuff. I thought that was very funny. But this stuff with the son and then her with, who is she's a nurse practitioner. Is it?
Mimi.
No. That's Dr. Mimi.
Angel.
It is Angel.
Yeah.
When she like came up and blew up Angel's spot, I was like, Toya.
Yeah.
Too far.
And then she's like, that would have put me in a bad position because like she asked me to hook her up with one of, somebody in Eugene's family. Well, did you hook her up with somebody in Eugene's family? What happened? What did you?
She's there with another man. He's not her husband. She's allowed to date and ask to be set up with somebody.
It's so weird. It was so weird.
It was mean. And to me, it's the kind of meanness you do when you're not happy. Yeah. And I'm just like, Toya, why are you not happy? Like, your husband
needs to move again.
Listen, I get it. I love to move. She needs to settle and look inward. The movement needs to happen within herself. It's like Eugene, at least from the outside, is a dang sweetie. Those boys are wonderful children.
Yeah.
She has a lovely life, and she's just going around being nasty to people, and not in a fun Bravo drama way, but in a like passive aggressive shitty way.
It is. And also I hate that anytime Mimi, sweet Dr. Mimi, whenever she tries to talk to anybody, Toya's always like, I don't need to be psychoanalyzed by you. Maybe I think you do.
Yeah. I actually think you desperately do. And like Dr. Mimi has her little moments as well.
Yeah.
But like the fact that Toya is so afraid of mental health treatment is like, girl, the call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, it's that really, really loud phone in your mom's kitchen that woke the entire house up. It's very loud, and it's everybody knows. And then the answering machine is playing, and we're all hearing the message. And the message is that you need therapy. It's
and the
really,
phone's
really
ringing
bad.
loud enough to ruin your marriage if you're not careful.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
really.
You know, it's funny you mentioned the new girls. I really like them. I like Brandy. I like Angel. I like Mimi. I like every time they cut to Brandy and she's doing some more injections. It's the first time I like, because Married to Medicine, to be fair, it's a little bit of a scrolling show for me. But like and I always like when they're doing the interstitials of like them going to different places, I'm always like, whatever. But then when they get to Brandy and she's like, okay, real quick. And I was like, what are you injecting?
Yes. And
Where?
why? And how can I get it? Like, you have to dissociate a little bit during Married to Medicine, at least for me, because like when Dr. Jackie fat shames, it sends me to such a place of distress. So I have to like, I mean, oh God, I almost started talking about Curtis. You saw the preview for next week.
I did see. Yeah.
Like, okay, first of all, King, how dare you? You tricked me. Last season, you were so sexy and nice. And now you're still sexy. But you are a selfish piece of shit. Quad deserves better. I wish Quad knew that.
I fear that we are headed towards a breakup, and all of these clips that we've seen throughout the season of Quad being like playfully annoyed by King, we're gonna be like, no, those were red flags, babe. Because King being part of it, I get it, because King was like, how much longer do we want to do this where you have this much heartbreak? Like, I understand where he's coming from to be like, this isn't something I want, this is something you want, and I'm doing this because I love you. But seeing you go through this is also difficult. But then for him to be like, how much more money are we going to spend on it? I was like, no, wrong road. That is not how you want to approach this. And then now with Curtis in the preview for next week being like, you guys aren't even married. Well, Curtis, you were married and you slept with somebody else. So
and Curtis, you're still the handsiest creep on Bravo, and that is a steep competition.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're still way up there just putting your hands on women's hips in photo ops.
Crazy. Okay, speaking of husbands, we have to talk about what's going on with Simone. Now, you said you have a theory about Simone and Cecil. We are once again headed towards Simone is so sick of everybody's shit and she wants to get a divorce. And I get where she's coming from. I love that bit where she was like, the sex is good. I'm still orgasming. You would never know that we're not happy. But like, I just don't feel fulfilled. I was like, whoa.
Simone, you can have an orgasm by yourself. Cecil is the fucking worst. The way he undermines her.
Every time.
In front of their sons. I literally, I'm still not over the stress of that dinner, because if I had the audacity to spend $60,000 on a credit card, I don't have a credit card with that kind of limit. I don't know.
I don't know what that life is like.
I couldn't even fathom it. But like when he's like, well, yeah, but you got to help me pay for school. Babe, that was a semester. Yeah. You put a semester's worth of bullshit on that credit card, and now you're asking me for a new car? And I would have just cut and run. Like, I know they're her sons, but they are grown up. They've given them a place to live. Like, and she keeps saying, I'm exhausted. I don't want to work. I also don't remember what my theory was, but I hope she has divorced him in the present day, and we're going to find out at the reunion.
Oh, God,
but like,
I hope so.
The way this show touts marriage as like the most important thing, head and shoulders above any other thing. It's like, no, you should treat your marriage like that between the two of you. Like, it's the most important thing. I invest myself in it. It's the thing I want to sustain. But if my friend doesn't want to be married anymore, I say, be free. Let's Google divorce lawyers, like.
I am that person who is very encouraging of my friends getting a divorce. Like, you will never. When I was in when I was in Sedona with my best friends, we were talking about just like, I don't know who it was mentioned. I don't know who it was. I think maybe you may have even been a celebrity, but I was like, I'm the worst person that you want to talk to. I wasn't talking about talking to a celebrity. We may have been discussing a celebrity divorce.
But it was just sort of Angel-esque where you were like, a celebrity also has talked about what I've talked about.
I was actually just reading in Us Weekly, a publication that isn't even in publication anymore. And it was about a divorce. It was Brad and Angelina. Anyway, no, my point is that if you tell me you don't like your husband, I'm immediately going to tell you to leave him. I will never encourage my friends to be with a person that they are not happy with. If your husband isn't telling you to get your oven preheated by the hot handyman that comes over, you don't need to be married to him, okay?
If your husband won't go to Soft and let you take an honest to God terrible fucking picture of him enjoying a cocktail, get out of there.
On a sidewalk?
On a sidewalk in the late fall in New York City, not warm. Get out of there. Your husband should be a buddy.
Exactly. Like, if you are not having the time of your fucking life with your partner, and I don't mean like it needs to be like lulls and a great time all the time, but if you don't come home and like all of your like stress levels completely evaporate around your partner, if you don't come home and immediately shut down completely, and as like two people I think who find themselves on a lot, that's one of my favorite things about my husband is like I can be around him and just completely become a blob on the couch and be like, I used all of my energy for the outside and now I have nothing and you're going to love me anyway. Like that's what you want. With Cecil and Simone, what really upsets me is that to me, it often feels like she did all these things. She made all these sacrifices. He stepped away from his job. He left all this money. And she was like, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you because one day you will support me back. She's not getting it from him.
No. And
he's just in
not
a
even
stupid
that
bar in the basement.
Up. He's not even staying in he's stepping down. He's slowly becoming less and less supportive.
Yeah, he's like got like a Cheers bar in the basement, and that's all he does. Every time I see him, he's just wiping down a counter or wiping down a glass and making cocktails. And I'm like, what is this? You're like a sitcom bartender, and I hate you.
Yeah, with your dumb hair and your like inability to back up your wife. Like, it really makes me sad that she stayed with him after wanting to leave him before.
I know.
Because, man, she might be so much happier now.
She would. Okay, let's go over to Vanderpump Rules. Now, are you all caught up with the season so far?
I watched live. I'm loving this season.
This cast is bringing it. They are bringing it. They're so poor. They're so miserable. They make me so happy. Like, obviously, you have like the drama of like Kim and Marcus on again, off again. I thought that if that was going to be the main thing, I would be so bored. But it's really fun to see Natalie sort of spin out in the crossfire. But this whole thing of like Angelica versus Jason, and then also Angelica versus Audrey and the penis pump of it all, I'm just like, this is so good.
And we're getting party in the front, cry in the back, which is signature Vanderpump. These people are so broke. Winnetka is not in Los Angeles. Winnetka is far enough away, and like, oh, man, I shouldn't be the person quoting Southern California geography, but Winnetka is like Nia and Danny on the Valley crying about moving away. She would not move to Winnetka. Like, it's far.
Okay, let me see. I'm just Googling the Winnetka. For friends who are Googling along, it's WINNETK. A. Okay, let's see. Where is it? It is, it's Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
It's Santa Clarita. That's no shade on Winnetka. Great place. Beautiful. You've seen Venus's apartment. Like, when we were watching initially, I was like, how does he have this nice apartment? Oh, he lives outside of Los Angeles.
Okay, yeah. So this is, like Calabasas, basically, but not nice.
But not Calabasas.
But not Calabasas.
But like, they're so broke, they can't afford to live in the place where they work and party all the time. Like
yeah,
that's
crazy.
2026 version of Vanderpump Rules. That's 2026 version of having an apartment where the air conditioning and the microwave can't run at the same time. It's like you have to live far away.
Okay, I'm gonna look up the Google Maps from Winnetka, anywhere in Winnetka to, oh my God, an hour? It's an hour away from Sir.
And that's right now at 3 p.m. I'm going to tell you that is going to get longer and longer and longer.
It's over 20 miles away, you guys. And in Los Angeles, that's a lot of miles.
To drive for a serving job, I would say that's a lot of miles almost anywhere in the world. Like, that's so far. And so like,
they need the OnlyFans.
They need well, those boys live at the beach, which is,
oh yeah, that's
they
right.
live in Marina Del Rey where Sheena lived when everyone was like, oh, we'll never see you now that you've moved here.
And now we're like, those guys live the closest to Sir.
Yeah, basically. Like, that stuff doesn't bother me. That stuff to me is like very of the time we currently live in. LA is so expensive. Living near Sir now, none of these people can afford it. I can't afford it.
Yeah, of course. WeHo's insane.
Yeah.
Now, where do you stand on Angelica?
I mean, if she were in my life, I would hate her to bits and pieces. But as a mess, I appreciate her. She is honestly the most self-victimized person I have ever seen on the show. When Audrey said, but why did you tell other people about the penis pump? She said, well, you told me, so it's not really my fault. And it's like, that's diabolical. That is Sheena logic. Like,
it's really good.
It's really good.
She's really pissing me off as a person, but I'm having a really good time. The reason why she's also pissing me off is like, I can't believe I have to defend the incest cousins for you. Like, this is crazy.
Right?
Okay, her hatred. So now at the end of this episode, we had the penis pump stuff. Her continuously saying penis pump, penis pump, penis pump over.
And Lisa,
and she's like, LOL, it's so funny.
What one is.
What's the penis pump?
Lisa's walking around with her titties flapping in the wind every which way. Come on, Lisa.
Lisa, please.
You met Ken at a club in the 80s. You know what a penis pump is.
Exactly. And also, I really like Jason and Chris being like, our bread and butter is OnlyFans. Jason's like, oh, you saw my penis pump? Did you also see my plastic ass? Yeah, like the rubber ass? Like, obviously they're making content because they're like, we need to make money to live here by the beach.
We lived in a car and now we live in a too big apartment. What kind of judgment do we have? We obviously need to make money.
Exactly.
And I loved Shane Davis being like, I take Viagra, I have ED. Like, as a woman who sleeps with men, I don't care about ED.
No,
I couldn't be brought to care about it in the slightest. Like,
okay. You have erectile dysfunction. I have depression. We're both on pills. It's going to
take a while for both of us. So let's just go ahead and start the foreplay. You know, like
we're going to need to get this started before 8 p.m. because I'm going to fall asleep. Like, I get it. And I actually love that about these guys. They're like, yeah, we're on OnlyFans. Sex work is work. Shane Davis is like, I got shot a bunch of times, so I have got ED. I take Viagra. It's no big deal. Like, I actually really love how honest these guys are. And I think Angelica being like, ew, OnlyFans, ew, like, ew, can you believe it? Like, ew, penis pump, ew. What? I'm like, grow up. Like, why are you being so weird about it? However, at the end, we did find out
that it was like, really weird.
It is a little weird. It was just four dudes, being naked, rubbing up on each other. Two of them happen to share a family.
Yeah, two of them share a face because they're related. Their DNA is intertwined. Like, I would never care if someone I was with had done sex work or been with a man. I mean, been with a man. But if I found out someone I was with had been with a cousin, I would have so many more. Like, that's we've woke too close to the sun at that point.
We love is love except for when it's your family member.
Yeah, then you need to love them in a specific non-Back to the Future way.
Yeah.
Like, I just like, I'll never seek it out. This is not for me. I think also like just the way they've done the content they've done on camera, it seems like their content is like, I'm baby your mama. So like I'm guessing that they have like older lady fans, I guess, which would be me in terms of age, but like it's not for me. You know, like it's just not.
I don't want to be your mama in this situation.
I don't want anybody to be baby, but an actual baby or a pet. You know, like I don't. Those are who is baby. And
Or
Whitney on
Whitney Rose.
This episode is brought to you by FX's The Beauty Official Podcast. Join host Evan Ross Katz on the official podcast for FX's hottest new series, The Beauty, taking you behind the scenes with its amazing stars as they discuss the show's most jaw-dropping moments. Featuring Evan Peters, Anthony Ramos, Jeremy Pope, Ashton Kutcher, Rebecca Hall, Bella Hadid, Meghan Trainor, Isabella Rossellini, Jessica Alexander, and Ari Grainer. Search FX's The Beauty wherever you listen to podcasts.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Kaylee Cuoco and Sam Claflin star in the MGM Plus original series, Vanished. When the man Alice loves disappears on a train to the south of France, every romantic memory becomes evidence. Every intimate detail, a potential threat. She thought she knew everything about him, but she may not even know his real name. 4-part thriller Vanished premieres February 1st on MGM Plus. Finding the truth is a dangerous affair.
New Year, same extra value meals at McDonald's. So now get 2 snack wraps, plus fries, and a medium soft drink for just $8.
For limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Hawaii, Alaska, and California, and for delivery.
We mustn't forget.
I love her. I can't. Honestly, this whole reunion, I'm like, she's wrong, and I love her. I just love her.
By the way, I haven't watched any of the reunion, but I did see this clip going around where they put like the Winter Olympics thing on her face. And I was just like,
just
well,
up in the corner, and the wild rose was caught in the crossfire once again.
I love Vanderpump Rules. It bums me out that people are not watching it, guys. It's so good. Like, they're so poor. They're like really excited about a fairly regular looking Airbnb. Like, they're just like,
and
they're
Shane
so
Davis
excited.
is inexplicably on the trip with them. He's already trying to stop being with Angelica. Like, you can tell he's like, I have made a mistake here. I also, they bring Peter in the Peter Madrigal from the first round.
Yeah.
They bring him in the most disrespectful ways I have ever seen in my life. We've seen Peter teach one of the cousins how to muddle. We have heard that Peter hooked up with Venus's younger sister, which makes him gross.
Yes.
And last night they celebrated their 20th anniversary, except like Sir has been open for like 30 something years, but like Lisa's been with it for 20, so they're celebrating
Lisa,
the 20th of Lisa. And Peter's there, and Lisa goes, he's part of the furniture, we couldn't do without him, which is like so British and so mean. Like
it really is. It's like he's necessary, like a ratty old recliner you just can't get rid of. Like,
Peter is Matthew McConaughey and Dazed and Confused next to her, and it is wild to see. It's a real, every person on Vanderpump Rules, original cast only, I can't speak to the new cast, is a Greek tragedy in a different way.
Yeah.
And a cautionary tale. And Peter is a cautionary tale about staying too long at the party.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't even say it's because he's Icarus. He didn't fly too close to the sun.
He absolutely stayed so far away from the sun at every point. He was on the ground for the whole time. Oh God! And now he's got this haircut. It's insane. It's just like it's the same vibes. It's just new young people being Gen Z.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus
saying
Chris.
stuff like, you know, blah 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 is crazy. Like that's just all they say. Or like, and they're like slightly more like self-aware. Like they're still a disaster, but they're slightly more self-aware. Like, you know, they're not gonna maybe call each other like slurs, but they are gonna like read each other down. Like they're not gonna say, "You're gonna make me kill myself." They're gonna say something like, or "I want to die." They're gonna say like, "Oh, you're gonna make me unalive." Like they're gonna say stuff like that, and that's just it's like Vanderpump Rules in a different font, okay?
Yes.
And it's really good. It's like when Instagram updates their fonts, and then you're like, "Oh, I got this new font in my stories now," and you never really use it, but you're happy to know it's there, and then suddenly you do start using it. You're like, "Why didn't I use this whole time?"
This has been my font always. I love this font.
Yeah. Okay, we have to wrap up the chat because I have to take my kid to a jazz band concert that he just told me about. So
it's a really exciting day.
Good luck with your baby, Amanda, because you're going to be in my shoes in a little bit. I was going to say, are you planning on doing the Phaedra? Phaedra, how far along are you? Oh, this baby's about to come up on it here. Are you going to do that clip, or are you going to make your cats? I think what you should do is you should stage it, and then let me direct it for you.
Okay.
You should do it where you're Phaedra, and then the different people talking around the table are your pets.
If my cats would sit still in that way, that would be what I would do. No question. My cats run from the camera. It's like, how did I give birth to them? You know, like,
it's like, how are they even in Los Angeles? I don't understand.
Right? They're very like BTS cats. They refuse.
Well, guys, go follow Amanda, especially because she's going to put out this great cat pet Atlanta crossover content. It's Amanda Hunt and Kiss. And if you're in Los Angeles, make sure you go and check out her stand-up, and check her out on Blue Sky because she's still there.
Please.
And guys, I'll be back to talk about Traders on Saturday.
Oh, I can't wait to listen.
Bye.